What is happening, AJ Gamer Dude here, and previously on with the whole Helldivers situation. So Helldivers 2 released, incredibly popular and stuff, was very, like the game itself was very successful, especially on PC. Now, from launch, pretty much PlayStation had actually put in like a mandate to say, you gotta be able to log into PlayStation Network in order to play the game, but due to technical problems that the game was facing at launch, the login process with PSN, or the linking process rather, was suspended and now was supposedly coming back during the May update. Now since then, because many countries can't access PSN, so there's a grand total of about 69, a nice 69 countries that can access PSN, but unfortunately Steam is available on way more countries, so as a result the game was actually delisted from well over 100 or so countries. We're talking about 150 to 160-ish countries that the game was delisted from on Steam, so Sony wasn't backpedaling on the situation at the time. Fast forward to today, and the current news story is that PlayStation is actually reversing course on the Helldivers 2 PSN account link that they've been trying to do, and this I don't believe I've ever really seen PlayStation actually walk back a change they said they would do, besides trying to close the PS3, PS Vita and PSP stores, which they did close the PSP store, but the Vita and PS3 stores are still currently available at the moment. With that being said though, it's probably not worth celebrating just yet while they've walked back the change as per the tweet that they've got here. There's a couple of things worth considering, but let's just kind of read the tweet first. Helldivers fans, we've heard your feedback on the Helldivers 2 account linking update. The May 6 update, which would have required Steam and PlayStation Network linking for new players and for current players beginning May 30, will not be moving forward. Cool, not moving forward. Gee, that's nice of them. The next part is the one that makes me very worried. We're still learning what is best for PC players, and your feedback has been invaluable. Thanks again for your continued support of Helldivers 2, and we'll keep you updated on future plans. All PlayStation needs to do is release games on PC and just not do anything. So there's no reason to learn anything when it comes to what's best for PC players. The past has already told us that through things like the release of the Epic Games Store, so they don't like additional logins with say Uplay and EA Origin as a couple of other examples, from back in 2013 to 2015ish, when like every game required that type of login. And now it's more like WB Games. Now Ubisoft has something else going on. There's some other accounts, like it's all linking together at this point. But yeah, I think there's a couple of things. The backlash worked 100% this time around, but the problem is that with every single game that releases on PC from PlayStation, they are going to keep trying to get people to log into PSN. Eventually they will be successful because they will keep trying. So that's what I mean by we shouldn't just celebrate yet, because while currently there's nothing happening, in future things can change, as with generations of gamers on the PC platform and things like that, because this is exactly like what microtransactions were. What was $2 horse armor back in Oblivion is now games normally costing $70, and like deluxe editions being upwards of $120 to $130, with $40 season passes, with like $99 DLCs. Like, these things do exist. I say $99 DLC, that's more so for free to play games, but even like paid games, they do actually still have that like $80 or $90 pack. And I'm thinking like more so for sports games and things along those lines. As time goes on, companies will get what they want, as long as they remain adamant on the idea and try to reverse course only when there seems to be some amount of backlash, like a majority backlash. But yeah, so for now, this isn't moving forward. I just kind of wish there were more people like, what happened here, I wish that there was more people when Japanese games were being censored on PlayStation consoles. For example, changing characters' lines from when they were being translated to things like outright not releasing the game at all. For example, the Omega Labyrinth Z Western release. It was released in Japan perfectly fine, but when it got an English release, for some reason Sony was like, okay, it's given the rating of M for mature by the ESRB, we're not going to allow that though. So even though it got a rating through the ratings board, Sony was like, no, we are not allowing this to be on our platform. And I think they're pretty much still at it even now. And I think they started back in like 2018, 2019-ish, which is why I personally don't like Jim Ryan, but that's just me. And I still do think that, I still want to see PlayStation fail. Because if they fail, they will eventually be in a position where they have to do more to bring more gamers in to actually appease more people. And the problem with that kind of majorly falls under the fact that Xbox has failed even harder, and so now Sony is even further ahead. Anyway, that's just me. But with all of that said and done, let me know what you guys think about the whole Helldivers 2 situation. The fact that Sony is actually reversing course, which again is something that I did not believe I would actually say. But also the idea that while they haven't been successful this time around, the idea that they may be coming back later on down the line, eventually trying again and again until they get what they want. Let me know what you guys think about that in the comments below. Like the video if you liked it. Subscribe to the channel. I'm aiming for 200 subs by the end of the year. And with all that said and done, I do upload every day, so I'll see you guys tomorrow.